Hello everybody and welcome back to my F1 2014 career mode, where today we have season 1 round number 18. It's the penultimate round of the season and it's the Brazilian Grand Prix. Let's jump into it. So going into the final two rounds, Hamilton leads over Rosberg by only 31 points. The lead was cut massively in the previous round because Hamilton retired at the United States Grand Prix whilst Rosberg, his teammate, picked up all 25 World Championship points. In our own little private battle, we've been closing on Hulkenberg. I don't think we're going to catch him before the end of the season unless I pick up a podium here or there. So that's probably nailed on for 13th place in the drivers. In the constructors, though, we are fighting for 7th and we are clear of Toro Rosso by 11 points. Up at the top, Mercedes have already got things wrapped up. Red Bull nailed on for 2nd. Maybe the slightest chance of a battle for 3rd between Ferrari and McLaren. You can see in the bottom left, we have 2 contract offers. Let's see what teams are interested in our services. McLaren and Williams. Those are 2 big offers on the table. Surprisingly, not Force India, even though I thought we would have beaten Hulkenberg by now in the rivalry. Those are 2 huge offers there. McLaren as a 2nd driver, Williams as a 2nd driver. So we definitely got to think about that. Your objective now is to let me know in the comments down below who you want me to sign for in Season 2. Now, going into this weekend, there's heavy rain. This is not going to be fun, is it? Saturday and Sunday is heavy rain as the Toro Rosso contract has been withdrawn, but we never really needed or wanted to sign for them anyway. And here we are in qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix, where it's intermediate conditions out there on circuit right now. It's going to be tricky, but these intermediate striped green tyres, green striped intermediate tyres, match the Brazilian flag, so maybe that's a good sign. We did struggle in these conditions in qualifying for the last race, and I imagine it's going to be similar here, unless I can pull something out the bag. I love this circuit, I really do, but the AI are always very quick at this track. Up towards the line, it's a 1:22.1, that's the first lap on the board, so we're fastest right now. It's purple, incredible, early on provisional pole, and Verner's set at 18.9. Okay, so I need to somehow find 3 seconds. I'm losing 6/10 to Vernon in the first sector. That's usually my strongest sector. I don't know how I'm losing that much time. Should be an improvement. It's going to be a 21.4. I mean, it's still miles off even the back markers. Oh, not a good call. With contact there with one of the Mercedes. Throws us off the road. Thank you very much, Lewis Hamilton. So 5 minutes to go. Rosberg, who's in great form, he's first. Hamilton 6/10 off him in 3rd place. And early is last of everybody. I need to find lots of time. I don't know how I'm going to find it, but we've got to try. So let's get out there on fresh intermediate tyres. I've accepted my fate. I'm not going to get through to Q2. But I don't want to start last. A nice first sector up by 2/10 already. Not bad. Oh, and off the circuit there. That's a little mistake. So I think this lap can be classified as not good. Saying that, we're still up slightly on my previous best. Up towards the line. Have we improved? Kind of, yeah, tiny bit. Hamilton now sets a new fastest lap. Everybody's coming out onto the circuit now. This is my last lap in the session. It's got to count for something. We're up by 4/10. This might be good enough for 21st. Maybe. I don't know. I've got nothing left after this. This is it. This is all I've got. Across the line. It's last. We're still last. We're qualifying last. And it's last place for James Early in this session. One of my favourite circuits and one of my worst performances. Sergio Perez also out for Force India. Both Caterhams and both Marushas join James Early and Sergio Perez on the sidelines. And everybody else marching on to Q2, including Hulkenberg, including Adrian Sutil. Whilst Lewis Hamilton was 1.1 seconds ahead of Rosberg at the end. That is a statement made. Team is so disappointed in me. I finished 12th. 12th! No, I finished 22nd, sorry. They wanted me to finish 12th. I'm dreaming. This race, if qualifying is anything to base it on, this race is going to be horrible. Wet tyres, 100% chance of rain, so it's going to rain throughout the whole entire Grand Prix. Hamilton on pole ahead of Nico Rosberg. This is big. Hamilton could theoretically win the championship today. If he wins the race with Rosberg no higher than 8th position, then Hamilton is the world champion today. As long as Rosberg doesn't get outscored by 19 points, he's still in the fight with 1 race to go. Alonso starting 3rd alongside Ricciardo. Then we have Vettel, Massa, Raikkonen, Button, Hulkenberg, my rival, and Bottas in 10th position. The rivalry doesn't really matter anymore. We don't want the Force India seat. I'd much prefer to go to McLaren than Williams because we've not been at McLaren in this career mode so far. So I'd like to see that happen. Magnussen, a McLaren driver, starting in 11th place ahead of Verne. Then we have Kvyat, Sutil, Grosjean and Maldonado. We know the rest of the grid. We're starting in 22nd place. It's a one-stop strategy, pitting exactly half race distance on lap 18. Let's go. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2014 Brazilian Grand Prix is next. What can we expect starting in last place alongside the glorious, the one, the only Max Chilton? Let's find out. The start is going to be really tricky. We're starting on an incline, so it's going to make wheel spin really, really difficult to control. Away we go, though, for the 2014 Brazilian Grand Prix. Ericsson looking to the inside of his teammate Kobayashi. There's no space through there for the Caterham, as we're going to take it nice and easy into turn 1 here. I can already see carbon fibre being flicked up in the air, so definitely already 1 or 2 drivers carrying a bit of damage. We've gone through there on Max Chilton, and now almost side by side with the Japanese driver of Kamui Kobayashi. The spray is ridiculous down this back straight. I can't see anything. We have to be very, very cautious into this next braking zone because I do not want to lose a front wing. That would be disastrous. It'll be race over for me. More carbon fibre being shot up in the air as around the outside Kobayashi. And now on the outside of Pastor Maldonado. 2 positions gained there for early. He's already up to 20th place. Oh my gosh, it's a traffic jam here in the middle sector. Nobody moving more than a few miles per hour at that apex. Chilton and Bianchi, they're squabbling ahead as the tyres are freezing cold, understandably. I'm going to put it into lean mix here. Hopefully that helps. Oh, a little look to the inside of Chilton, who actually gives me the space. That's very respectable driving there from Chilton. He gave me a bit too much respect, I'd say. I think there's a Williams up ahead missing a front wing, and that's why we're all being backed up. Look at the gap on the minimap in the bottom left between that Williams leading this train and the train of cars for the lead. Incredible. As we move past Jules Bianchi, is there a driver coming into the pits? Yes, there is. That is Valtteri Bottas into the pits. Maybe around the outside of Sergio Perez in turn 1. That's an opportunistic move. There was just about enough space to make it work. And we are now into 16th position. And Perez back round my outside into turn 4. Good move there from the Mexican. He's in a Force India. Should be faster than me. As we've seen so far this year, it's not always the case. Though in these conditions, I imagine everybody's going to be quicker than me. I see more carbon fibre on the floor there in the middle sector. Surely we're going to see some drama unfold today. I think this championship battle is very enticing, with Rosberg trying to claw his way back into it. And Rosberg right now leads. He's already got about a 5-second lead over second place Ricardo. Hamilton's in 3rd. That is incredible for the championship. That means right now, as things stand, there'll be 21 points in Hamilton's favour going into the final race. Oh, Ericsson getting overtaken there by Sergio Perez. Hopefully we can squeeze through on the Caterham as well. As we climb up the hill, there may be half an opportunity to the inside of this right-hander. I don't think we're close enough though. And with that spray, you can't even see anything anyway. We are definitely in the mix with the Marussias and the Caterhams this afternoon. That's how bad we are. But we just have to make the best of what seems to be a very troublesome race. Hopefully we can overtake Ericsson at least. So Hulkenberg is in 11th place. My teammate Sutil, 12th position. He's the lead Sauber. The second Sauber of early down is 16th. I don't know. We just need retirements, really. Maybe that gives us a chance at something. Right now, Max Chilton is much quicker than me. In fact, he's all over me down towards turn 4. Adrian is around 3 seconds a lap quicker than me, says the race engineer. Sutil is dominating. He's been dominating all season in terms of actual fastest laps in a race and qualifying pace. So outright pace, Sutil is definitely quicker. Maldonado apparently has crashed into Max Chilton, so he's disappeared from the train of cars behind. That helps alleviate the pressure a little bit on my shoulders. And here goes Max Chilton to the outside of turn 1. Trying to force his way through. That Marussia driver, he's fighting for a seat in Formula 1 right now. Whether he'll be on the grid for Season 2 remains to be seen. Of course, I'm making lots of changes for Season 2, as I always do between seasons on these Codemasters games. Hopefully we're going to get Streamline Engineering onto the grid, maybe in place of Marussia. As there goes Max Chilton around the outside of turn number 4. Is he going to make that one stick? Well, we're still side by side. And somehow I still hold that place as well. Also going to be moving drivers between teams and hopefully bringing in some drivers who aren't in the game into the fray for Season 2 and Season 3. And there's Chilton to the inside. Raikkonen now, where's he come from? He's to the outside. Raikkonen must have been one of those drivers with damage on the opening lap. So I don't know where he's come from. But he's now right behind me. Don't know where Chilton went. He's just disappeared off the face of the earth. Oh, I see him in the background. Kimi Raikkonen so much quicker at this stage. We'll just have to let the Ferrari go. There's no point holding him back. And there goes the Finn into 16th. And that is Nico Hulkenberg into the pits. There was some carbon fibre on the floor around one of the corners on the previous lap. That could have been Hulkenberg's car. Maybe he's bottled another race. He retired in the United States last time out. And now he's struggling here at Brazil. I mean, we're all struggling here at Brazil. And the battle resumes between Early and Chilton for the coveted position of 16th. I'm surprised nobody's retired from the race yet in these conditions. So Hamilton has got past Ricciardo and is into second place. I think those are the two drivers going up to the start-finish line now. So Rosberg leading Hamilton by, I'd say, roughly about 4 seconds, maybe 5 seconds right now. 8.2 is the gap to Ericsson ahead. I am lapping, I'd say, around 1 second a lap slower than a Caterham at this stage. About to hit 1/3 race distance. It's just not looking good. I can't even find a silver lining, really. Oh, the silver lining would be I'm not last place, I suppose. And Hulkenberg's into the pits again. That's a silver lining. Nico Hulkenberg is bottling it. He's been in twice in the past 4 laps. So he's going to be a lap down now and in last place. There's a Williams in this train now as well. So just like in the last race when we were battling with Raikkonen and the Williams, we've also been battling with Raikkonen and the Williams in this race. It's just been a completely different side of the grid. And whoever that Williams was, it's Bottas. He's boxed there. So we're expecting the rain to actually get lighter in about 15 minutes, says the race engineer. Which might mean there is a drier spell at the end of the race. Which is fine by me. I mean, intermediate conditions we were still the slowest. Wet conditions were the slowest. Maybe dry conditions I'll be the second slowest. And poor old Hulkenberg, who's in 22nd in last place, has just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Isn't that nice? So we're going to lap 18 before making our stop. That is the state of the tyres right now. The rears, especially that rear left, seems to have been taking quite a hit. But overall, I'd say it's not too bad. Oh, Chilton, here he goes. It's side by side across the start-finish line. And once again, Max Chilton can't make it through. I think I'm actually running him out of road on the outside of the turn 1 corner. I think he may have actually just lost out to his teammate Bianchi. Bianchi and Chilton now doing battle for 17th place right behind. Chilton's held on to the position for now, but he's too worried about his teammate rather than attacking early in front. So we've just got away with that one a little bit. There's a huge train of cars in the middle sector. I think there's some back markers involved as well because Hulkenberg's definitely involved in that battle. Speaking of battle, here goes Chilton once again. I'll give him a bit more room on the outside this time around. He still can't make it stick though. This is as close as he's been all race. There's been a number of drivers making moves around the outside of turn 4. Chilton's trying to make it another driver on the list to go around the outside of Early there. But he can't squeeze through. Chilton is desperate to get through. Lap after lap after lap, he can't make it stick. I'm not exactly driving aggressively in defence. I'm just parking it in the right parts of the track and he just can't get through. There is a train of cars behind us though now. My tyres. I don't think it's even my tyres. It's just I can't get the throttle down. I can't get the traction. Unsurprisingly, there's no grip out here. It's just soaking wet, of course. And now we're getting blue flags in a second. I think that's the leaders in the background. So that's blue flags now for Nico Rosberg, the race leader, to go through in a lap ahead now. And Bottas fights his way through Max Chilton. He has this outside line for the hairpin. This is where Albon and Hamilton collided back in, I think it was 2019, which cost Albon a chance at his first ever podium in F1. Hamilton subsequently got a penalty, which actually allowed... Who got the podium instead? I think it was Carlos Sainz. Got promoted up to 3rd place. And Bottas, with a superior amount of straight line speed with that Mercedes engine, moves through into 16th. We are down to 17th as we start lap number 18. We are boxing at the end of this lap for our one and only stop. Though, with the rain lightening up as the race progresses, we may have to make a switch over to the intermediates later on. So right now it is Rosberg in the lead, obviously. We've just seen him go through. Ricciardo is in 2nd place. Hamilton in 3rd. He's made a pit stop. The top 2, though, have yet to stop in this race. And from 17th position on lap 18, we're going to box for another set of the wet tyres. In we go. And we're being followed in here by Kobayashi. Though Max Chilton stays out, he's probably going to get the overcut on me. So a quick pit stop. It's 3.7, so we're going to stay well clear of Kamui Kobayashi. We're going to rejoin here. It seems in 18th position. Actually, we might be quite close with our rival Nico Hulkenberg. I think we've just about done enough. Hulkenberg is... Yeah, he's just coming down that straight now. He is behind Kamui Kobayashi as well. So we've got a car between ourselves and the Force India of Hulkenberg. On fresh, wet tyres, hopefully offers us a bit more in terms of pace. Race leader Rosberg also boxed. So he is In and out, still in first place. It means we are officially in the second half now of this Grand Prix. And that's now 17th place because I'm guessing Max Chilton's gone into the pits. Okay, the fresh tyres have definitely worked then. And now we're getting blue flags. I think that's for Lewis Hamilton, who should be up to second place now through the pit stops. Yeah, there goes Hamilton moving through. And Nico Hülkenberg is now the driver behind me for position as well. And Hülkenberg, he's got the Mercedes engine, so he's probably going to make very light work of my Sauber here. He goes to the outside in the Force India. Yep, he's moved through. And that position is gone. Hamilton's the fastest driver out on track. Rosberg set the fastest lap. Hamilton has beaten it. They are both 5 seconds a lap quicker than me. Oh dear. So the top 5 right now is Rosberg, Hamilton, Vettel, Alonso and Button. The 2 Mercedes dominating out front. It's just like the real life season, of course. In the real life 2014 Brazilian Grand Prix, I think this was during Rosberg's run of about 3 victories in a row or 4 victories in a row. I know Rosberg won the race by a few seconds over Hamilton, who was pushing hard to try and close up the gap in the race. And actually made a mistake and I think went wide or even spun at this corner that we're coming up to now. I'm 11.4 clear of Kobayashi. I think he's been losing a load of time because of the blue flags. That's okay for me. At least we're pulling away a bit. Hamilton, a new fastest lap again. And through goes 3rd place man Sebastian Vettel. And here comes 4th place man Fernando Alonso right behind. Look at the spray being kicked up by Alonso in front. And then it disappears almost instantly. And here goes Jenson Button to lap me as well, as Hülkenberg is boxed for a 3rd time in this race. We know it's supposed to get lighter, the rain, any point now. So, still 12 laps to go. We're only 2/3 of the way through. Could get to intermediate conditions, as I said. And Massa at his home Grand Prix in 6th position. Pretty good to see. I remember that time we thought it was his final race. I think it was 2016. And he crashed out here in the rain. And started crying, of course. Then he was walking down the pit lane, and all the teams and all the mechanics from all the teams were giving him sort of a guard of honour, saying, you know, well, thanks Felipe for your career. And we all thought that was his final Brazilian Grand Prix. He retired, and then he came back for 2017. So yeah, that was great. And Hülkenberg, after his stop, he's already right on the back of me. Okay, that didn't take long, did it? And the Force India looks to attack on the outside. It's the German of Hülkenberg versus the Briton of Early. And Hülkenberg squeezing Early to the inside as he moves through into 17th place. So what I really like about this era of Codemasters games, before they moved on to the new engine and next gen with Xbox One and PS4, is the wet weather. I don't know what it is. It has a really real feel to it. I think it's to do with the colour and the lighting, but especially the circuit actually looks like it's drenched with water. Nowadays, it's sometimes hard to see whether it's intermediates or wet or dry or whatever. But here, you can clearly tell it is soaking wet. Kobayashi now only 2 seconds behind. He's been closing pretty quickly. At least we're safe in the knowledge I'm probably not going to finish last. It's not saying much, but it's better than nothing, as we're now getting lapped by the 2nd Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo, who's in 8th position. Hamilton continuing to set the pace up at the front. A 20.193. He's almost into the 119s, which surely should mean that the track is getting drier. I know the fuel, of course, is burning off, so lighter fuel usually means faster car. I think the conditions are improving a little bit. And we got the message again to say that Adrian Suttle's around 3 seconds a lap quicker than me. So thank you very much, team, for making me feel horrible about my performance. Oh, where's Kobayashi gone? He's disappeared. Okay. And still no retirements. We're almost at lap 30. Nobody's retiring in a race that should be littered with incidents with the conditions. But the AI in this game don't quite work that way, do they? Hungary, we saw loads of retirements. I think only about 11 people finished the race. And we're up to 17th position. Somebody has retired. Fantastic. And of course, it has to be my rival, Nico Hülkenberg, out of the race. Incredible stuff. So we're up to 17th position. The sky looks a lot brighter, which indicates to me that, yes, it definitely is clearing up a little bit. A little bit too late, I think, for this race. If it was drying up maybe lap 10, I may have stood a chance at doing something, but too bad. We are falling a lap down on a Toro Rosso and a Sauber. My teammate Suttle's just lapped me. Oh, dearie me, it's all gone wrong. It's just one of those races. Sometimes you get races like this. It's the ups and downs of a career mode. That's what makes career mode so good, actually. It's not just a one-off race where, oh, it's bad. It strengthens you. It builds character. It's a character building experience. That's what it is. We're going to finish a lap down on both Toro Rossos today. And is that Kimi Raikkonen in the mirrors? Raikkonen, who we were battling for position at one point in this race, who was about 30 seconds behind me after lap 1 because he had front wing damage. He is now ahead of me by a lap. We are only 1 second ahead of Pastor Maldonado, so Lotus versus Sauber. You know how that ended in Bahrain in 2014 in real life. Gutierrez getting flipped over by Pastor Maldonado. And Maldonado, yeah, Lotus is powered by, I don't know, I think it's Mercedes. No, it's not Mercedes, is it? I don't think it's Mercedes this year. I know they are in 2015. But for now, I'm pretty sure they're still Lotus Renault. And is this the race leader? The race leader is about to lap me. So we are pretty much on the final lap now then. Nico Rosberg keeping his championship well and truly alive with this victory today. Oh, Maldonado's got to run now. That was a poor exit from me. And I'm under pressure from the Venezuelan. And up towards the line. That's going to be the end of today's race. Nico Rosberg wins and closes the gap to Lewis Hamilton in the championship as Pastor Maldonado has a run on early. Up towards the line. They're side by side and early just about gets 17th place. Rosberg wins dominantly ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton, who struggled to get past Ricciardo for a portion of that race, especially in that first stint. Sebastian Vettel completing the podium ahead of Alonso. Then it's the two McLarens, Button and Magnussen. Massa in 7th place. Then it's Ricciardo. Kvyat getting 2 points for Toro Rosso. Could be important coming the end of the year. And Perez in 10th place getting a single point for Force India. Raikkonen, Suttel, Verne, Bottas, Grosjean, Ericsson all miss out on points. James Early 2 laps down on the race leader. I had the slowest, fastest lap of everybody. Even Max Chilton went quicker than me by 1/10 of a second. And that is, yeah, an unfortunate way for today's race to go. So, the gap between Hamilton and Rosberg is 24 points. The finale in Abu Dhabi is double points, meaning wherever you finish in the points, you get twice as many as normal. You get the 25 normally for a win. You get 50 in Abu Dhabi. So that means as long as you're within 50 points of the car ahead, there's mathematical chance you can finish ahead of them in the championship. Rosberg's got a great chance still of beating Hamilton, which will be in a ridiculous fight back. Hamilton is the first driver ever in our Codemasters series since F1 2009 to actually reach 300 points scored in a season. That is a new record being set there by Hamilton. Rosberg, could he beat that? Well, let's find out. Ricciardo 3rd ahead of Vettel. And then it's not much change down the grid there. James Early 13th place. We're going to hold on to this 13th place, I reckon. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes 221 points clear of Red Bull. Ferrari are going into this final race 23 points ahead of McLaren. So it's still an active battle for 3rd. And of course, Sauber only 9 points clear of Toro Rosso. That is a battle there for 7th place. With double points on offer, anything can happen. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. If you somehow enjoyed that one, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe so you never miss a future disappointing race. See you next time, guys, for the season finale. Goodbye.